I'd like to appeal. I've done a lifetime of journey of healing of the heart. Sorry, I'm just so shocked about all of this. I've sat here with all this problems because of the media, which is a sign of fascism, where the media is railroading everything. I've been under so much abuse and persecution. A lot of my evidence keeps getting stolen, and that's what I don't like. They're having all these court cases about me and taking away what I've worked for. They're criminals, because it's not like I'm creating this beautiful business. I've got nothing to do with anybody's love life. I'm creating a business. They railroad me, take me off my family, and tell me, and destroy my family, destroy every loving connection, and got them disrespecting me, destroying everything. I don't think that's fair at all. It's criminal. I don't have any sympathy due to you having constant access to my bedrooms. In the past, I did do a lot of high priestess work, which entails needing your family tree, which they've cut down. This is a lifetime, and these people creating this image of being so good call themselves octopuses. Do you know what that stands for in human trafficking? Yeah, they've sent in these Trojan files. It's not a conspiracy. Into my phone. It starts to make like this tree. I don't know. All I can remember is when I had to do like Dreamweaver with web design. It's like starts to do sort of like a tree, like of. So I've got all these links on my phone, all these emails to different organizations for humanitarian rights, for women's rights, for identity theft, for civil rights, and it's all been wiped out, all of my phone. I am speaking so rough because I am being treated so rough. If you see Jenny 2 years ago, she's an innocent girl, just martyred. The violence needs to be stopped. It is repeat offending. Compensation needs to start happening now. I matter. I don't care if you don't agree with me, but I do matter. Because I'm a human and I'm here right now. And I've had to deal with this crap for years of this producer using me to make this Kiki a star in this town. I've got videos of me wearing a cowboy hat years ago. Like years ago. I didn't follow them, they followed me. And they've got the big money behind them. I'm just minding my own business, trying to be me, and they're trying to make it I'm not authentic. I'm confident. They want to bully me that I'm fat, but they don't tell you I've got cancer issues, I think, but I can't prove that. I've got liver issues. I've got these medical records that nobody's really sat there and told me anything. They just keep telling me I'm okay, and then I read it later and it's like, that word is not okay. That means cancer. That word means pesticides. That word. And then you read about what these things do to you, and it wrecks your organs, it shuts down organs, it ruins your lungs, it ruins your metabolism, and that's what's happened. If you want to know what it's like for me, I get persecuted out in the public eye. I had lost my phone. I haven't lost my phone. The guy at the repair shop said it sounds like somebody's remotely got in and undone the cloud. And in that phone, it's had about 3 times. I've washed my brand new tent from a year ago 3 times with bleach and a dry cleaners, and because it was covered in black mold, and it doesn't make sense. Naturally, it does not make sense. This bedroom that's really, really dry has been making me sick. All of my fruit is very, very moldy. There's pictures of my mum's house. There's a bowl of water, salt water. It is very, very moldy after a week. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't feel like that's natural. Then, was there any other mold? The food in the fridge was going really moldy really quick. Just too fast, after a week. Peppers that stay fresh in the thing. I was just, I got martyred in New Zealand and I left overseas. They didn't give me international protection. Instead, they ripped apart my character. I got back to Australia crying to my mum, and she said, "Oh, look, you can stay, just keep everything clean." So I stayed and I created a studio of art and created all these creations. And my goal at that time was to make people aware of gender violence and to sell this jewelry. In that time, the cyber ransomware hackers just bombed everything that I was some pedophile or something. And this woman punched me in the head, and it started anti Semitism. I went to the shops, they were calling me a strange lady that shits on the side of the road. I stayed home and just made candles. I made many candles with bergamot flavours, sandalwood. I made fudge and raspberry cream swirls, chocolate fudge, Russian fudge. Um, what other flavours did I do? I think I did a peppermint, a white chocolate peppermint one, and I did a cranberry and strawberry pecan, no, pistachio one. And that actually sold really well. And then I made hokey pokey. I was fundraising. I was a very positive person, and I was going to go on Mercy Ships, and it just got destroyed. And I'm only showing you one side of me, but it's it's really unfair because before the abuse, I was such an open-hearted, sweet, innocent girl that just got used and abused for the situation of money. And the challenging things I want to say is the country is brainwashing people, because why would you put everybody on a plane ride, on a train ride, and this whole Silk Road thing? That means I don't get a say, I'm being censored, and you're all being taught how to think about me, how to hate me. I don't think it's fair at all. You're actually creating problems in society. You're going to create a problem for me for the rest of my life. You're misleading people. Yeah, my room's messy, but by the end of today, it'll be completely spotless. I'm a creative person. All of my homes were definitely disinfectanted. I can be messy, but it's disinfectanted. I never leave my house undisinfectant. And if you're seeing me rage, it's I'm being tricked with gang stalking, like horrible people outside going, "You smelly ass, ooh, bend over, fuck that stinks." Everywhere I go, "Fuck you, stink, you fucking shithead." This is cruelty. This is a sign of structural oppression. Well, I had empathy my whole life, and I'm not allowed it because they keep putting everybody in these soft-hearted atmospheres of love, and I'm not allowed it. My whole past, all of my artwork was romantic and dreamy, and I'm not allowed to do that anymore. I thrive in relationships where there's mutual respect and value and kindness. That's been my whole life. These women aren't kinder than me. They're bullying me in my home. How is that kind? I may be the ugliest one out of them all, but why is that kind? Why is it kind? You're sitting in here blowing me up that I'm fucking ugly and lazy every day, or I'm trash. How is that kind? I'm appealing for a big heart because in my past, you can't see in this light, but my eyes were really beautiful green. My skin was really, really tanned. And in this time, I am a survivor of a lot of abuse. Not only that, they have wiped out my whole lineage of family by showing a shitting video and creating these storms of this cruel devaluing in massive groups. It is illegal to make somebody a specimen in public and nitpick their body apart like that. And I am due compensation. It has happened again and again. The first time I got hung was because they were saying I was a homewrecker to my ex. Now, what I don't like is this phone that just got erased had two men saying that they have witnessed, and bus drivers witnessed, that I'm being called rubbish and trash and a fat pig. And also the people at Pack and Save, the woman working there serving food, was calling me fat and kind of laughing at me, and I confronted her and I just said, "I've got a liver problem." And she's like, "Well, why are you having chips?" And I was like, "Yeah, well, If I've got no time to live, why do I care anymore? Like, I'm just being bullied and treated like shit. Why should I care about myself? You don't let me care about myself. You don't let me be thriving in a society that maintains self-esteem. You're creating a society that tears women down because you're creating brainwashing that I don't matter, that I am crazy, and that you're putting a lot of time and effort into making these men masculine phallic symbols of toxic masculinity. It is great to go after your dreams. I am not kidding. It is great to go after your dreams, but at the detriment of somebody else and victimizing somebody else, it's not. Because I've got letters saying that I want to go and get fit. This is a goal of mine. All of a sudden, they made a mass production of hot men getting fit. I mean, it's just beyond crazy that I can't just be myself without being attached to this competition of people wanting to be influencers. It shouldn't be like that. It's a real abuse of power I'm having, and I like doing art and creative. They've made it like it's fine arts, like degrees and all this kind of stuff. I wanted to be a Chinese herbal medicine doctor. Now they're doing, is that his wife? I'll be so ropeable if that's her job. I'll be so ropeable if that's the healing work that she's doing. That's my work that I'm doing. And I went through tragedy. I had to be a refugee. I don't understand why you're all in unity together, making sure that these women stay on top. Because what you're actually doing is erasing a woman. And I've got proof that these things, I'm not a fraud. I had all these, I only got through 5 of these ebooks. There's probably about 10 books I've got saved to read on this ebook in Australia. I was researching. A lot of it is asylum work, and all of my artwork that I was downloading is goddess, divine work. Everything about me, you want to erase it and make me a dick. So I was doing divine work and they want to throw me in the rubbish so I never rise again. And it's like, well, I would like to, these 7 men that are so good for your society, why don't we cut their cocks off? You are normalizing my vagina being completely ruined and put on porn. So why don't we just, I would like to know, why don't we cut them off? Because I've been strong way too long. I'm a sensitive person. I am. But it's, why should I have to be sensitive around a bunch of people that are putting me down, treating me like shit? You cannot grow love without respect. Do you understand that? And in my past, I earned the respect, and they want to tear it down. Because you want to do these military experiments and just take away everything I've worked for in my entire life. It's unfair. So I like people that are going places in their life, but when you're put on the ground, chained there from jealousy of men that don't want to work for their position, they want to like brown nose and toffee nose and like do sexual favors, like, why should I have to suffer? It is me that is at the loss. It is me paying the price. It is me paying a debt that I don't owe, which is illegal. I don't think it's fair. And it's like, you say that I'm not who I say I am, but have you had an endurance of 7 years of your rights taken? Have you had an endurance of 7 years of your economy being blown apart? Have you had 7 years of being abused of the face? Have you had 7 years of cameras in your bathroom mirror? Oh, look, it's fucking old. Like, this is what I'm getting. And it's like, I've got all these people on the internet making fun of me. People in Britain, people in Rome, people in Ireland. It's like, what is this? I want my life back. I want to go have a coffee down the road without people discriminating against me. I want to see, I want to have they took away my photography. It's like my phone, one of my iPhones, they've stolen so many phones of me. One of my iPhones had all this photography of dreamy love, heart-shaped clouds, all this kind of stuff, sunsets, and they stole it and they've plagiarized it all. And it's, I don't want to be a copy. And the thing is because they don't want me to carry on. The Japanese have built a forest so I cannot progress in life. And then they've created these umbrellas where I'm the least, because they're like, well, we've proved the truth. She's sitting here lazy for 3 years doing nothing. You don't know what I've been through. I'm trying to heal my heart. I don't want to be a psychopath. I don't like how I've been treated. And at the end of the day, I'm tired of you giving these stupid girls all these ray guns to bully me out of my own position. If you don't like women, if this is what that you want to do to women. You want only, you want to favourite women and then make other women pay all this tragedy. So for power games, I believe it's time you let me die. Because I don't want to play this game anymore. I've lost too much. I've lost a whole 15 years of hard work to be honoured, to have an honourable life, to have a stable life. I'm not going to live as a gypsy, and I'm going to fight and petition to die, because I shouldn't have my life ruined because of a bunch of people who are getting privileged, celebrity, like VIP clicks, to just go through and just be holy overnight, or just be rich overnight, or just be a CEO overnight. I'm not going to live in that. It's not fair. I had to work for my spiritual breakthroughs and my own personality. I don't want to keep struggling like this because you want to have this oppression over me that I'm the least. I didn't ask for this. You did. And then you've denied me the right for asylum, which is crimes against humanity. Keep gaslighting me that I'm ugly and stupid. Just do it. Because I'm really tired. Everything that I've worked for, you've honoured India. You've made them super celebrities for everything I've created. But me, I got thrown in the rubbish. Do you think that that's discrimination?